So today I was on the Toyoko line on my way back into Yokohama from Tokyo, and I was looking through some videos to see if there's any fresh material, and I found a great video from my boy Young James. He talked about some things that happened on his date with a Japanese girl, and I immediately stopped the video when he got to a really interesting point in the date because I have a tip and some insight that I wanted to share with him and share with you guys that will give you some insight about what it's like to date Japanese girls and what they're thinking if you go on a first date with them. It's going to be interesting. So I'm going to be reviewing this clip from Young James. And if you don't know, he did another really great video that I reviewed a little while ago, talking about the best dating apps that he uses, to get the young ladies here in the Tokyo area. But I guess he did a stream, and in this video, he talks about what happened on the date that he went on with a Japanese girl he met on Bumble, which seems to be the where it's at if you're trying to if you're visiting or just moving to Japan and trying to hook up with somebody. But anyway, I'm just going to let him get into everything. You can go in and check his channel. Of course, the link will be in the description of this video, and I'll give some commentary and analysis. He does a really good job of giving some insights, and I'll just drop in based on my experience and some blind spots that I think he missed a bit later on in the date. It should be a lot of fun.
I was on a date with a lady, with a fine young lady actually, that I met through a dating app. This dating app is called Bumble. Bumble is very, very convenient here in Japan. I met this fine young lady on Bumble. We exchanged messages for a week, probably about a week. She seemed to be quite into me, quite into me. At this time, mind you, I mean at this time too, not just this time about whatever it was a year ago. But at this time too, the way I look at dating is I'm way too busy really for it, but occasionally I do get that urge of man, I want to be in a relationship, or genuinely, I wanna dig some guts out, So either one's fine for me. Just kind of depends on the lady that I meet. If she's nice, maybe I'll pursue a relationship with her, and if she's maybe kind of nice but kind of annoying, like talks too much, or I think we just end it there, just talks in general, then I don't want a relationship with her. I just want to see if I can smash, and then we'll get out. And I'm not going to be shady about it, but I will let them know how I feel.
So pretty standard setup there. And I think he has the right approach, right? He's just a young dude in Tokyo. He might want a relationship sometimes, see if it goes somewhere. Sometimes he just wants to smash and dash. Nothing's wrong with the smash and dash as long as you're open about it. Don't just come here promising Japanese women the world and then, just dipping out after you, like you said, get up in the guts. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as I'm a fan of being honest with your feelings and where you're at. Of course, you don't necessarily have to say that up front. You don't have to be like, yo, I'm just trying to smash and dash. You don't have to say that, but don't just lead into the relationship like, oh, I'm loving you, I'm thinking I'm falling in love with you and stuff like that. Japanese women are pretty sensitive about that kind of stuff. I mean, women in general are, but I say Japanese women are more so. So I like his approach. I like his philosophy, the way he does it. As you can tell, I'm a fan of his content. So yeah, I'm biased. Sorry.
But anyways, I was talking to this lady. I was talking to this nice young lady. So she was telling me about her favorite food is hot pot or whatever, So I was like, yeah, let's go get this hot pot thing here in Japan. I haven't had hot pot before, so let's go, right? We go out to hot pot on this winter night. This was a cold night, and we had this nabe they call it, right? Nabe. It's like hot pot. So we eat this hot pot, and she's really cool. She's genuinely I was really impressed. I knew that she would be friendly and nice, and she was cute, but I was genuinely impressed. She was very, very cool.
First off, the Nabe date is very relationship-oriented date, right? That's like she's trying to feel you out for relationship. It's a very cooperative meal, if you don't know. It's a big pot with a bunch of stuff, and you have to kind of work together to serve. She's serving you, you're taking from her. Shabu shabu and nabe are like really dates. And not only in a restaurant, but as well as a house. If you have your own place, or if you've been seeing a girl for a while, ask for the nabe hot pot date, especially in winter. Summertime, it really doesn't work, but fall, winter, even a little bit of spring, that's what takes the relationship to the next level. If you want to get intimate or whatever after 2 or 3 dates, try to lean into the nabe date, maybe offer to buy the food, offer to buy the ingredients and ask her to cook it for you. Be say you never had it or you want to try a new type or something you don't know much about it. That's your in right there.
um, especially for a girl that doesn't speak any English. She didn't speak any English at all. And usually the girls who don't speak any English are very, very reserved, very traditional, very shy, at least when they're interacting with foreigners. But this girl didn't speak any English at all, but she was super cool, super talkative, super easy to talk to, very giggly. We eat this hot pot, we're having a good time, we're having a great date, genuinely a great date. And I was like, hey, let's let's get out of here. I had a great first date. I'm gonna go home. I had a good time meeting you, and maybe we can meet again sometime, right? So I mean, just natural standard rule first date, guys. Keep it short, keep it simple. Get in, get out, see what's going on, and then get out. I mean, maybe have a backup plan in case things go incredibly well, but go into the date thinking it might get fucked up, it might get weird. You need to have an escape route. Just tell her it's an hour, 2 hours. Not too expensive, not too time invested you will be. And, just get in there and get out. General rule of thumb for your first dates, right?
This is also amazing advice for you guys. Yeah, your first date's gonna want to be short and sweet. This is a feeling out process. You're not trying to hit the home run on the first date. You're not even trying to get on base. Oh, technically, you get on base, but you're not trying to get to first base, if you know what I'm saying. Like you're just trying. You're not playing baseball. You're just trying to like stay in the game, keep the ball in play as much as you can, not make any mistakes. That's all you're doing. He's 100% right on this. He also said something good. Have a plan B. I'm a fan of having a plan B. Whether you're going out, whether you're going on a date, or just hanging out with friends, you're gonna want to have a plan B because plan A might not work out, it might fizzle, or you might want to do something else. People your friends, whatever, might want to do something else. So always have a plan B. You don't want to just be standing around, like looking around, like, what do we do? Let me think, checking my phone and stuff like that. So he's 100% on point with that. He's dropping some real game for you guys.
So anyways, I was like, all right, well, had a good date. I would love to see you again. So I'll be heading out. Thank you, miss. Get home safe, lady. And she was like, wait, let's hang out. Let's do something else. Let's hang out more. And I was like, oh my god, fine. So we went to my classic backup spot. If anyone knows anything about Japan, Tokyo, every corner, man, there's always a karaoke place, karaoke, right? Always a karaoke place. Any corner here in Japan, I can see like 3 from where I am right now. And basically you just go there and it's like a private room. It's not like karaoke overseas in the States where you sing in front of all these people that you don't fucking know. And there's like drunk people singing Sweet Child of Mine on stage. No. You actually get a private room and you sing by yourselves. And I know that sounds weird, but it's a lot of fun, especially if you like singing like me. So brought it the classic karaoke. We went in there, and not only is it good because then you can get some alone time, and it's kind of a small room, you're gonna get snuggled up a little bit together, you get to be goofy, you get to sing music. Like it's a great idea for like a second date or something to get a little bit closer with a woman.
Again, he's bringing the heat. That's another really important tip. Karaoke is more intimate. You've already established that you're not a weirdo by having dinner, right? So she feels kind of safe and comfortable around you. Then karaoke is more intimate, but again, it's your cousin you haven't seen for a while. You're not going into karaoke and stripping off your clothes ready to get down and busy. No, you're going in there having a pure karaoke date. You're not doing anything at all. No intentions of demon time in the karaoke booth, especially on the first date. That's just a no-go. You're just singing, ordering, maybe eating snacks, like eating some French fries, drinking soda or beer, and that's it. Like I would say probably, 1 hour, say 1 hour. And if it goes well, ask her if she does want, you can feel out, hey, we can do another hour if you want to. But yes, so far, A++.
Okay. So I was like, yeah, why not? You like karaoke? Let's go, Karaoke kanai. And she was like, ikitai. She's like, I want to go. So I was like, all right. Ain't a thing then, let's go, girl. I took her to karaoke. sang a little bit, you know, like I sing one song, she sings one song. She wants to do the duet, you know, she wants to do the a whole new world, the fucking Aladdin duet. We do the duet, you know. I hit her with the NSYNC. I do the Backstreet Boys. I stand up, do some dance, and a little bit, you know, just fucking around, just being goofy, you know. What's that song? Till the day my life is through, this I promise you. I was singing that Justin Timberlake to her, like for like the 100th girl that I've sang that to. But anyway, I was singing this shit to her. She's loving it. She's loving it.
Yeah, I haven't talked about this on here, but song choice with Japanese people in karaoke is so important. I made huge mistakes with this when I was new to Japan. I sang just whatever I wanted to sing around people, and the atmosphere of the situation is so important. You're kind of communicating through the song. You're building rapport with people. It doesn't matter what the age group is. You just don't go in there singing whatever you want. On a date, yeah, A Whole New World, great song. He said he sang some Backstreet Boys. I would choose with I Want It That Way. Every Japanese person knows I Want It That Way. Armageddon, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Every age group, people know that. Maybe any kind of random Michael Jackson song, maybe even Thriller, probably, doesn't matter. Everyone's gonna know Thriller. So there are basically, if you're in around New Year's, you can sing All I Want for Christmas or ask her to sing. Probably you sing it, but especially Armageddon. Oh my gosh, if you sing Armageddon or I Want It That Way, basically because they're such popular songs and the pronunciation of the song is so tricky for Japanese people. Like, I'm not a good singer at all, but I got bass in my voice. I can sing a few kind of baritone songs, but I'm not. But because I have native pronunciation, people are just like, oh my gosh, you can do it, because it sounds so different. So you don't have to like sing the roof off the place, but if you just sing it naturally, your people are going to be impressed by how you do it and gonna want to sing along. So those, I think, yeah, the A Whole New World, because it's a duet. Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. Something by Michael Jackson. What else did I say? The other thing I mentioned, you know what I'm talking about. Armageddon as well. And of course, there are a few other that are in there. But basically, listen out for anything that you hear in your time in Japan. Something that might be a little bit cheesy for you, but you're not singing it for your own entertainment. You're singing it to build rapport.
She's got the pearly eyes. She's loving it, and it was just perfect time. I finished singing a song, or maybe we sang the duet. Leaned over, and she was right next to me, and I kissed her. Wasn't even thinking. Just it was perfect. It was right there. I kissed her. I was like, man, I'm really into this date right now. I'm having a great time, so I kissed her. Boom. She kissed me back, and she did not pull away. She kissed me back for a couple seconds. We kissed. And I pulled away, and I was like, anyways, next. Started singing the next song or whatever. I was like, hold on, girl. I was like, I got to get back to singing here. I started singing Twist by Korn. No, I'm just kidding. But whatever, it's like fucking singing all types of random shit. And she's just like, she stops the song, the next song as I start singing. And she goes, oh, fuck, my nose is itchy. My nose is I'm not picking my nose, no boogers. My nose is just really itchy, guys. God damn. All right, she was like, she stops the song while I'm singing, and I was like, yo, that is not something that you do. You do not stop the song while I'm singing karaoke. That is a good way to get my pimp hand out. Obviously, I'm joking, right? But I was like, yo, what's wrong? I was like, what's wrong, baby girl? And she's like, I don't like you. I'm mad. And I was like, what? I was like, literally, like, what? Like, classic, like, this is what I say when I say, like, Japanese girl experience. This is peak Japanese girl experience right here. She's like, I'm mad. I don't like you. And I'm like, what? And she's like, why did you just kiss me? And I was like, because, like, I like you. Like, this date's going really well. I'm having a good time. And, like, it just felt right. So I kissed you. And she was like, guys only kiss girls when they want to just play with them, not when they actually want to date them. And I was like, yo, like, that is not true. And she's like, no, it is. You just want to fuck me. And I was like, well, I'm not saying I don't want to do that, but that doesn't mean I just want to fuck you. Like, what? And then I explained to her, we had this conversation. I explained to her that I'm American. In America, it's totally normal to kiss on a first. Like if a first date goes well and you don't kiss, that's almost weird. So I told her like that's totally normal. It doesn't mean that like I only want to fuck you.
So this is actually where I stopped when I was on the train. I was like, whoa, this is the moment right here. I don't know what comes after this. We're gonna watch this with fresh eyes together. But basically, and again to you, young James, what I'm trying to say is she is telling you, if I don't know if you'll figure it out later, but what she was saying, I'll translate it. Probably it sounds like she is like a Japanese girl. She maybe, I don't think a gaijin hunter, but maybe interested in foreign guys, maybe white guys. I'm just speculating here, but she really liked you, and she really thought you had boyfriend potential. It sounds like you probably had the similar thing with her. She's probably had similar feelings with guys on Bumble before that she'd met before, and they fucked her over, basically. So because she likes you, she's seeing the same trauma and patterns happen. And what she's saying is, I really like you. I want you to be my boyfriend. You kissed me. I really liked it, and I'm scared that if we do smash, you're gonna do exactly what the other foreign guys did to me before. That's what basically is going on. So she's kind of like trying to a little bit like, how do I explain it? Like do a bit of reverse psychology on you and make you want to, trying to pull out of you that for you to say that you really like her and you want her to be your girlfriend. It is kind of her ideal image, but when you start going off about like America and cultural differences is normal, it's like, hey, you're just a normal girl. I kiss anyone like that. You're not special at all. So she started freaking out. That's what I think happened. If you would have been like, no, something like, I yes, I kissed you because we're having so much fun and I really want to spend more time with you. So I'm sorry, I just, I didn't mean to make you cry, but I really like you and I want to see you again and see you more. Something like that, and she will be like, oh. And of course, if young James, you watch it, you can kind of translate into Japanese and get the gist of how it would come across. But yeah, that's what I think really happened in that situation, in that moment.
She's like, I'm so angry. She's like, I don't like you anymore. And she was like, I thought I liked you, but now I don't like you, and I'm angry, and I just want to go home. And she's like saying she wanted to go home and shit. And I was like, wow. So like we talked for like 10 minutes about this, and I explained to her like it's just American culture, like no big deal. Don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. And she was like, well, I'm still upset. I just want to go home. And I was like, all right, well, let's go home then.
Yeah, yeah. That's just a culture gap, culture miscommunication kind of thing. That was her way of being like a little pouty kid, trying to get you get you to say that you really liked her. The whole cultural thing doesn't really work. Like if anything, saying it's normal doesn't really work. I would say it's because you're special. Because but again, not special. Probably special is probably too much leading into, again, if you like he said, he's straight up. Sometimes he wants to smash and dash. Sometimes he's in the mood. Not saying it's special, but because maybe I really felt the moment was perfect or something like that. The moment was perfect, and I couldn't help myself but to kiss you or something like that. It would come across a lot better than, hey, I'm just American. That's how we do things. But I've been there. I know it. It's all good.
And then she's like, wait, what do you mean let's go home? I was like, well, you said you want to go home. And like, frankly, after this whole conversation, like the vibes are off. Like, and I'm just like not into this anymore. So I want to go home. Like, I want to go home too. I was like, so let's just go. I turned off the karaoke and I got up and she's like, wait, where are you going? I was like, you said you want to go home. Like I said, this is weird. Like, I'm not into this whole vibe, so I'm out. I'm going. I was like, let's go to the station. I'll walk you home. Like, last train's coming anyways. And she's like, okay. And she like had this fucking like pissed off, like sad look on her face. And then we walked like 10 minutes to the station. And the whole time she's like, I'm trying to like make it not awkward. And I'm like having like trying to keep some type of conversation going. And she just like, they're like pouting like, and like making like one word responses to me. And I was just like, this is like such a child, dude.
Oh, he left out a really interesting bit. All this is happening close to last train. So, yeah, she's thinking like, "Oh, it's close to last train. I'm ready to close the deal. I'm ready to smash." But, she was a little bit, concerned that you would do a smash and dash on her. So, but she wanted to, she was going, she was ready to go. Like if you would have been like, like got caught up in the moment, like just I'm sorry I got caught up in the moment, like I'm just having so much fun with you. Let's just sing some more and have fun, forget about it, something like that. Then, oh no, last train is gone. What are we gonna do? We got to go back to your place. Then that would have been it. But again, that's just one of the things that come with time experience in Japan. Yeah, and then you deal with whatever happens later. If that's the type of time you're on, maybe, hey, it's the start of a love romance story. But generally speaking, like those kind of freakouts aren't real freakouts. It's more of Japanese girls' way of telling you something that they don't want to say directly. So basically, it was her saying, "I'm DTF, but I feel bad about being DTF for catching feelings for you because every other dude that I called that I was DTF with, smashed and dashed, and I don't want it to be like that. Or maybe I am like that, but I just don't want you to think that, I'm easy like that." It could be either way. I didn't meet the girl. I don't know. She seemed like a nice girl, but yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I've had those past experiences as well. It's just part of like the learning process of dealing with Japanese women here in Japan.
We get to the station, and I was like, all right, well, regardless, I had fun. Thank you for coming with me. Get home safe, and it was nice meeting you. So, all right, have a good night. Turn around, walk away, and she just doesn't even say anything. She's just staring at me like this, like as I'm saying this. I turn around and walk away, and then she just goes, "Mate, mate." Mate means wait. It's like, wait, wait. And I'm just like, what? I'm like what? And she's like, "You're really gonna go home?" I was like, well, you said you wanted to go home. You said you didn't like me. Like, you literally said, not like, oh, like, no, I'm not attracted to you or something. She's like, I don't like you. Like I'm angry at you type shit. I'm like, what? Like, this is so fucking childish. Like, okay, if you don't like me, then I'm out. Like, I'm leaving. I was like, all right, well, I mean, you said all this, so I'm good. I'm leaving. And she was like, no. She's like, ikanai de. She's like, kaeranai de. I'm like, yo. Like, this is like a waste of my time. Like, I appreciate it, but I'm gone. I'm out of here. And then she's like, can we talk some more? She's like, I just want to like get to talk a little more. I want to get to know you a little better. And I'm like, yo, it's last train right now. So if anything, like, we'll do that another day, okay? Because it's last train. I need to get home. Like I said, like I'm not really feeling too hot about this whole situation. So I'm going. And then she's just like, wait, she's like, I know a bar over here. Can we just go to this bar and we'll just talk and like we can get to know each other a little better. I don't want you to actually leave.
Yeah, the bar, basically, she's trying to get things back on track, keep the vibes going strong, get some more alcohol in the system, get juiced up a little bit, get a bit looser, you know what I'm saying? And then if you just give her a little push into drop the draws land, it would have gone there. I'm not sure what happens next, but yeah, yeah. Me, my friends, people like around, my circle of friends around the Tokyo area have experienced this to success and failure in different degrees in our time here in Japan.
She said she didn't like me. She said that she was put off by me trying to kiss her. She thought that I was rude. She was saying like basically that I was an asshole and that like I only was trying to smash her, etc. And when she said that, what did I do? Did I curl up and go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm so sorry. What do I have to do to regain your respect? Oh, please don't go, girl. What can I? No, I'll just be your friend. I'll just be your friend until you change your mind about me. Oh, please, let's just be friends, and then maybe you'll like me later." No, dude. I was like, well, I mean, I want to either date you or if you're down, like, hey, I'm down to smash too. Like, I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not here to like just be your friend or whatever, or have you like disrespect me and say you don't like me. So I'm out of here. If you don't like me, then like, okay, peace out, and I'm gone. My attention is withdrawn. It's like, this is what we call a shit test. When they say something, when they try to disrespect you and they expect you to fold to them, they're testing to see if you are really that guy and really if you can like turn around and walk away. If you really have other options, if you really don't give that much of a fuck.
So this is where I gotta disagree with him a little bit. I'd say that line of thinking is true, like in the West. But remember, this is Japan. And in Japan, like I say, the most important thing is for the Japanese woman to feel safe around you in whatever capacity that means. I mean, it could be, you in the club doing your thing. It could be a girl you meet in a bar. It could be someone you meet on the app. It's to make her feel safe in whatever sphere you're dealing with her is. You don't have to really show that you're the man, because if you are like a guy, like a normal guy, I hope you're just a normal guy, even a decent guy, like naturally that will come across that you're confident enough, you're comfortable around women, and you know what you're doing. So you don't have to really appeal anywhere else. The next thing is just to make her feel safe around you and loosen up around you, and then she'll kind of go where things will go naturally. But it needs to seem like it's by chance or things like that. Again, there's a whole nother pattern with guys who really push hard and do those things like the nampa artists and stuff like that. That's just never been my forte here in Japan, and I'm really not that kind of guy, so I can't really speak on that. But for this situation, I gotta just a little bit disagree.
So I was like, no, like I'm out of here. And then she was like, let's just go to this bar. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. And she was like not crying, but she was like doing this like pouty thing. So annoying, dude. So fucking annoying. But I was like I told her it was last train. And she's like, no, it's okay. We can stay out till like the morning and just talk. And I was like, all right, well, that's code for, like, you guys know what that's code for. It's like last train. She's like, we can stay and talk till the morning. Talk to the morning. All right, yeah, like, story short, you guys know what happens. We went to like one more bar, and then yes, we did talk until the morning. And then the girl afterward wouldn't leave me alone. For the next like 3 weeks, this girl would not leave me alone, no matter what I did. And I mean, we talked a little bit more for a little longer period of time, but things ended up not working out. I mean, no disrespect to her, she was a nice girl, but a little crazy, just a little bit.
When the times when I was single and I was going on dates, like my whole thing was like, and I think other guys around me, well, the thing was like, the date spot is gonna be either near my place or near her place, right? That's kind of somewhere near each one for situations like this. Otherwise, because if it is past last train, then you're going to a love hotel, but then you're paying for that. But if it's near your place or near her place, you can be like, okay, it's last train. Let's go to the bar. I know this bar near here. We can go hang out. And okay, well, fine. Like I don't want to stay out all night. Let's just go back to my place and we can talk over there. Boom. Or can we just go back to your place and talk right there? Boom, there you go. Again, depending on factors, if she lives on her own or stuff like that. But generally, that's kind of how the game is played. Don't be obvious like, yo, what's your station? It could be like one station away or two stations away or the nearest, biggest station near to her house. And then you can take a taxi there or something like that. It's like a 5-10 minute taxi ride, which is no problem at all, even late at night. I'm going to leave it right there for you guys. Whether you're in Japan or just coming to Japan or just curious, I think that's a lot of value from him. Please finish watching his video and his other content. I really like the stuff that he puts out. There's another video about dating right here, and I'll talk to you soon.